Hello everyone. So originally I was going to do a video on these two products that I was able to get my hands on, and how I was able to find it is I went to Sephora through the Kohl's website, because I went to Sephora and then I went to the Sephora inside Kohl's, which is where it is where I live, and they were out of stock, but I was able to find it on that website, at the Kohl's website. So while I was doing that and I recorded my video, these two came back in stock, and so I decided I am just going to do a video on Rare Beauty, and then probably for the Fenty Beauty I'm just gonna do something short on Instagram. So this is the foundation. It's a Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. So this foundation is $30. It comes in 48 different shades, and a lot of the times they are often sold out, but in the Sephora website it looks like it's still available. It's a liquid foundation that gives you a natural finish, medium coverage, and is best for oily combination and normal skin, according to the website. So I heard a lot of good things about this. Now, this is not a glass bottle. It does look like a glass bottle. It looks really nice. It has like a Dofer applicator, and it looks a little bit dark, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. I really hope I don't have to change it, because they didn't seem to have a lot of colors available. So let's go ahead and give it a try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a brush, and then I'm going to use a beauty blender. Okay, so I'm going to do half of my face with the beauty blender, or a version of the beauty blender, and then I'm going to do the other half with a brush. And let's just start little and see how this goes. I feel like when you use a beauty blender, at least on my experience in the past, with foundation, they might not completely match your skin tone, but then I feel like when you use a beauty blender, it almost helps the foundation, because it's kind of taking away a lot of the product. So I really wanted to see how it performs with the brush. Overall, it is very light on the skin. I don't really feel like I have foundation, or like I'm wearing a foundation. There's not really a scent to it that I can at this time. It is buildable. It looks like it is like probably like a medium coverage, I would say. So it is definitely buildable. Okay, so let's see how it performs with a brush. I have to say that normally I wear my foundation, I use the beauty blender, but I have to say that with this particular one, I'm actually like how it applies with a brush. So I don't know if it you guys can see it well on camera, but it is definitely applying better with. Oh, I went into that side. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so a couple of things I want to point out with this foundation. So with the brush, it is definitely looks a little bit more of a full coverage than with the beauty blender. Like I said, the beauty blender is taking away a lot of the product, so it's making it look a lot more smoother. If you could see my forehead. It's kind of accentuating the little bumps I have. Some of my pores you can kind of see. It's not bad. It's not like the Laura Mercier foundation that I review, but you can definitely see it a little more versus with this side where I use the Beauty Blender. It actually even out more that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear it like I normally would on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to use the Beauty Blender, kind of distribute it, and then we'll try the liquid blush. So this is what it looks like. I used the Beauty Blender on both sides, and I think, I mean, you know, we all have pores, so you could still gonna see them, but it's definitely better with the Beauty Blender. I definitely like it, and I'm calling it Beauty Blender, but it's like a version of one. It's the Wet n Wild one, but it looks really good with that. That's how I prefer to use it. But I think if you are curious, I'm currently I've been using the Super Stay. I actually like it. It's not one that I feel like I needed to go on like everyone was doing, but it's really good, and I'm using this in the color or the shade 118. So this is what that is, and this is looking a little bit darker than my skin, so just for comparison, you can see, I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, but it's a little bit more warmer than this. So I definitely feel like I need to get a shade lighter. But maybe with concealer. I was not able to get my hands on the concealer at all. But I want to try this in the color Grace. This has 7.5 milliliters. This is what it looks like. I'm also going to put on screen what it looks like on my skin, the color Joy. And I think they both have, or should have, yes, they both have the same amount. And this is how it looks like when you first open it. It says you are rare. So it's very cute, really nice packaging. Again, this is not glass, so that's good. And I heard so much about it. What I found with the, I'm sorry, I moved that. What I found out with the blush as well is the same thing with the foundation. When I use the sponge, it gives it more of a like a natural finish. And then when I use it with the brush, it's very, very pigmented. So you guys probably have seen a lot of videos where there is an Easter egg, so kind of like a little heart. You can't see it as much on that one as you can probably see it on this one. So let's see if I can show you that. So you can maybe see it a little bit more in the color Joy than you can see it in the color Grace. So what I found with this is the color Joy wasn't as pigmented on my skin when I first applied it, or so I thought. And as I was going about my day, you could definitely see the pigmentation. So you can kind of see the stamp of that heart. So this is what I'm gonna do to start. And I've seen a lot of videos, and you know, girls who blend it all the way to the top. Realistically, that's not really how I would use it. So I want to do a review, like you kind of see the heart more here. I want to do a review of how I would normally wear it, because you know, as a mom, I'm not just going to a lot of events or anything like that that requires me to have a full face. So let me go ahead and apply this a little bit more. I'm going to apply one more coat on this and give you my thoughts. Okay, as I was recording this, I just want to show you like it, see if you can kind of see it. This is what it looks in daylight. I might just take some pictures, maybe post that on Instagram. but it gives you a really nice glow in this area. It's kind of like you have a highlight. So it's like a blush and highlight all in one. The foundation, while I was doing that, I could see it oxidizing a little. So I think if you are close to my skin tone, and if you are using this and you are in the color 118, probably the 250 for Rare Beauty, it's not going to be the color for you. It is already oxidizing on my skin. But overall, I think it's great. It feels really good on my skin. I don't feel like other foundations are a little bit cakey. It feels really nice. So this is what the color Grace look like. This is more of a matte finish. I like a little bit of a glow, but it's more like a matte finish. And this is what the color Joy looks like. So they're very pretty. They also have, if you can get your hands on the travel version of it, I would definitely recommend that, because it will last. A little goes a long way, so it will last. So just to give you an idea, so this is what I was saying, like if you use your brush, so it would definitely blend. It blends like a dream. It's amazing. But if you could see it here with the brush versus how it looks on with the Beauty Blender, or my version of the Beauty Blender, it is looking maybe a little bit lighter on camera than it is in person. It's a little bit more vibrant in person, but not as dark. I had to pause the video and delete some files, but while I was doing that, foundation, I want to say it looks really good. It's just I needed a shade lighter. This retails, I pay $30, 30 or 38 for it. And these are $23. I think the price is definitely worth it, because a little goes a long way. So far, the foundation, I had it not too long. I've been recording this video and trying to delete files for about an hour. And usually at this point, like with the previous foundation, I had to return the foundation, which is you could already tell whether or not you were gonna like that foundation. So this one, I really think I'm gonna like it. I just need to get a shade lighter, and also I think the way to go with this is more with the Beauty Blender than with the brush, at least for my skin type. So this is what the color Joy looks in just outside. So I had this foundation, the Rare Beauty foundation, and the blush since 11, and it is 10 o'clock at night. And as you guys could see, it's not really breaking. Yes, I am peeling, so that's not anything with the foundation. The foundation has been holding up very well. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day or a good night.